Hey you guys, this is Cindy Bag Artistry with another episode of Instaglamorous, and as promised I'm going to show you how to achieve your base and your basic makeup in under 5 minutes. So like I was telling you before, I like to do things quick and easy, and I'm not even going to fast forward myself so you can see the honesty. Alright, so if you're interested in watching, then keep tuning in. So the first thing I'm going to start with is prepping my face, and I'm going to use this skin primer, Anti-Redness by Maybelline. And I've already washed and moisturized my skin, so that step has already been done. So now I am just going to prime, and I'm using anti-redness because I've been out in the sun and I have some splotches here that are red, and I really find this primer helps with that. And then I'm gonna go in on my T-zone with this Immediate Shine Relief, and it is by Your Good Skin, and it really helps mattify because I have oily to combination skin, and it really just helps mattify my T-zone. So the shine that I want, the highlighting that I want, is put there on purpose and not because I'm oily. So as you can see, I'm just putting it in the places where I do get oily, which is really just my T-zone. Alright, and now I'm going to start with my foundation, and right now I'm really using a full coverage foundation because I have a lot of freckles. You can use a lighter foundation, but I prefer to cover all of my little imperfections. So again, same brush, but before I do that, I'm going to mist with the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix. This is a staple, guys. Do this before and after your makeup and it's not gonna budge. So let's just spray. I always get scared of how it's gonna spray here, because it doesn't do like a, it does more like a, I'm gonna wet your face and make little, you see that? But no problem, we can just, you know, smooth that in there. And I'm just going to dry. If I wanted to be over dramatic, I'd use a fan, but I'm keeping it simple. Okay, and now I am going in with my foundation, and in circular motions I am just applying. Now if I wasn't talking and I wasn't explaining, keep in mind that this most likely 10-minute video would be 5 for you to do, 5 minutes for you to do this to your skin every day, you know? So just keep that in mind. Alright, so I feel like I like the look of my skin so far, but obviously my face is not matching my neck, so I'm going to use another foundation by Matchmaster MAC in the shade 7, and this is just going to give me a little bit of color to match my neck. Like so. You want to put a little bit on your neck as well. I build it up, okay? So you don't want to go in and be like, you know, because removing it is not as easy as applying it. Remember that, less is more, people. Makeup tip numero uno, less is more. especially in this hot weather in Dubai, if you have like all this makeup on. Seriously, you think of those wax figures? And that's kind of like what you look like if you have all this makeup. You don't want to touch your face, you know? You really, really... So, I look pretty even now. And I always contour, so you can skip this step if you want to. And when you're contouring, you always want to use your cream products first. So I'm going in with the Anastasia contouring kit. It's in the light shade because I am pretty light. So I'm going in, I am just going to do a normal contour. So you want to start from the edge of your ear down. If it helps. And then you're going to do the other side. And your nose. And I like to do a little bit of my forehead here. And I like to structure my jaw. Then we are going to blend. You want to do all your cream products before you start with powders. You never jump cream to powder because that's when you start getting that cakey face. But let's say, for fun, you did that. What do you do next? Well, there's MAC Fix Plus, sorry. That was tongue-tie version of me. So there's MAC Fix Plus, and you can just spritz that and it'll take away that cakey face. I've done that a couple of times, so I know. And again, I'm just blending in all the cream products. Like so. And now what I'm going to do is I am going to conceal under my eyes with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I don't do this thing very on a daily basis, I honestly don't. Because like I said, less is more over here. The more product that you have on your face, the more oily you're gonna feel. I have really oily skin in this area, so I tend to apply less cream and more powder. But for fun, I'm gonna put up a little questionnaire for you so that you can decipher your skin type, and then once you know your skin type, then it's a lot easier for you to be able to use your knowledge to buy the products that your skin type needs. That means in cleansing, moisturizing, treatment, and as well as makeup, because it does make a difference. If you're using the wrong products, you can really make splotchy messes on your skin. Now I'm going to set my skin with Laura Mercier setting powder, and I do not use a puff. I use a puff. I do not use this kind of brush for setting my skin. I apply it on my puff, and then I do this, shimmy shimmy cocoa puff, and then I press into my skin. Okay, so it's all pressed in there. It's all matte, it's all clean. And then I'm gonna jump into my eyebrows, and what I use is eyeshadow. So usually I take the MAC, I made a little palette here, and I take Embark or Chocolate, and I just, if you can see closely, I don't really have an eyebrow, so I just start building. So you can see Chocolate is light for my eyebrow, so I'm gonna go in with Embark, and that's perfect. I did tattoo my eyebrow, but it's obviously now coming off. Now, I don't always do this, but if you're going out or whatnot, you might really like to define and shape your brow. It does really make a difference if you're making a nice eyeshadow look. For the sake of the video, I will do it, but honestly, if I'm just at home, I don't bother doing this step, over defining or anything. But if I'm going to be applying eyeshadow, then for sure I do. So you want to really define, can you see me there? Oopsie. So you want to really define your brow. So you go under and over. It already makes a really big difference. And then you want to do your other one. And you just follow along the shape of your brow as best you can. We all have two different brows. Our face is not symmetrical, so you don't want to overline one and have one smaller than the other. You just do your best. I like this step because I used to have a beauty mark here. It's gone now. So I find this also gives it extra coverage, my scar. But if I'm doing clients, this is a step I never miss. But for your daily routine, it's totally and completely up to you. And then you're gonna blend that in. When you're blending, just be a little careful that you're not going to ruin what you just did with your eyebrow itself. You just really want to focus on blending in that concealer. And then I like to not add any extra powder, but I just like to powder the area again so that nothing moves. Okay, so brows are done, base is done, and now it's time for, where are you? Oh, I didn't get it. I have to get my powder contour. No, I got it right here. And now it's time to bronze up your skin. So what I tend to do is I use the MAC, what is this? Deep Dark Studio Care Blend Pressed Powder. And I'm just going to bronze up my skin. So what does that mean? I'm basically going over the cream contour that we did, because as you could see, it really disappeared. I like to go over my eyebrow area just so it's not so bright. You do what works for you. You do you, boo. That's what they say. Alright, and now I'm going to take my powdered blush, and today I'm feeling like this Morphe 9B palette, and I think this maroon shade here would be really nice with what I'm wearing. And then I will also add the blush to my eye, give it a little bit of color. And now I am going to highlight, and I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Gleam kit. So it's the lightest one, and I'm choosing the shade Stardust. And I'm just going to highlight. Cupid's bow, apples on my cheeks, and then move back. And then I'm gonna also put it on my eye. See? Looks like I decided this for my shadow, you know? And now I'm just gonna go in with a gloss, a simple gloss, and this one is from Boots Pharmacy, and it's called Sexy Mother Pucker. Interesting name, but it's like a lip plumper, and I'm just going to apply that to my lips, just to give it a little bit of a shine. And it smells like chocolate. Et voila, c'est fini. I'm finished. I'm done. Only missing one more step, which is I like to add a little bit more setting powder to my face once I'm done. So I go back in with my Laura Mercier powder back on my puff, and I just again go over everything. Take away the shine I don't want too shiny. And then I spritz with my scary this one's scary. And I spritz. And I just let that dry. And that's it. So this video took about 10 minutes, but for you, honestly, it would take you 5 minutes to do this look. And who doesn't have 5 minutes in their day? We all do. So get up early before the kids. I've got 3, so I hear you, sister. But you get ready once and then you're done, and you feel glamorous all day long. So I think it's well worth the time. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you find it achievable. If you have any questions, if there's any products that you would like to know more of that I'm using, if there's any steps that you think that you can skip, I'll let you know. So please do comment below. Let me know your thoughts. And as always, I'm here to make you feel insta-glamorous. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Bye.